In on some secrets of a company that sells a lot of cookie dough. While Otis Spunkmeyer produces their own brand of cookies, they also make frozen cookie dough pucks for a closely guarded list of the country's leading fast food chains, serving Otis cookies at upwards of 54,000 restaurant locations across the states. Even the U.S. Army gets their cookies from Otis. Mark Reisinger is the bakery director who leads the team here at Otis's Chaska, Minnesota facility.
We oversee operations of about 100,000 square foot building, and we have 3 production lines. This isn't your bag of chocolate chip cookies or your little 2-pound bag of flour. When flour comes into my facility, it's coming in 50,000-pound truckloads.
Today, Mark's team is making frozen cookie dough pucks, specifically their chocolate chunk cookie. Many larger chain restaurants don't make their own cookie dough, so they contract companies like Otis to do the groundwork, freezing the dough to lock in the freshness so that restaurants can bake cookies fresh at their individual locations.
So it's just like a recipe that you would make at home. It's just instead of making a bowl of cookies, I'm making it in 3,000-pound quantities.
And to make 3,000 pounds of cookie dough, Mark's team uses giant scales and weighs out ingredients, like nearly 50 pounds of molasses and vanilla, 450 pounds of butter, 200 pounds of liquid eggs, and 600 pounds of chocolate chunks. Now that all the hundreds of pounds of ingredients have been added to the massive mechanical mixer, it's time to start portioning out the dough.
It moves down the line and it gets sheeted out down through one kind of consistent layer so that the next machine, which is the wire cut machine, it can handle it and it gets a consistent weight. And that's how we control the weight of that cookie so I can get that exact weight that they would like every time. Now that Jose has checked the weights and made sure it meets customer specifications, the cookie dough pucks will march down the line and they will go into the freezer.
From here, the fresh cookie dough is frozen at a temperature of negative 30 degrees.
The frozen cookie pucks are coming out the discharge, and they go up a series of conveyors to a scaling system. At the scaling system, there's multiple heads on it, and the computer system knows this head and this head and this head have exactly 27 pucks into them, which is what the customer requests, and it drops it down into my bagging and sealing process.
They're packaged frozen in order to retain their consistency and so that restaurants can bake them fresh to serve to their customers.
As the product's being packed, we actually take a sample off the line. So they're gonna grab a bag that could have gone to a customer, and they're gonna take it to what we call our quality lab.
Since each of Otis's customers ordered different cookies with different specs, Otis customizes every detail for their clients' needs. And to consistently deliver on these promises, Otis leaves no detail unchecked.
And they're gonna bake it off in the exact same oven that the customer would use for the exact same amount of time. Once the cookies are pulled out of the oven, we track all of the specifications to make sure that it is within the customer range so that we're giving them the same quality cookie every batch we make.
We taste every batch that we bake to make sure it's all good to go.
Do you get to taste them?
Yes, we do.
Oh, you do?
We do and we spit it out.
Oh, you spit it out. Why?
Can eat the whole cookie all day long. Like this.
Nearly 25,000 cookie pucks will be made today and shipped to restaurants across the country. And that's just to one restaurant chain. This week, Otis Spunkmeyer will be switching up the formulas to make a number of frozen cookie dough varieties to ship to other retailers across the states. But while Otis Spunkmeyer makes several cookie varieties, there's one iconic kind they don't make. It's a sandwich cookie